Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine, Command AA, and this is your free talking points video. It's a new segment I will be adding to this channel. Now basically, how it's going to work, how it's going to be scheduled every time I do upload a talking point video. Every time we play a match, I'll obviously do the review straight after the game where I'll be clarifying the match score, how certain players performed. I'll be talking about that and tactically how we either won, how we either lost, drew, and the players that stood out and what obviously the manager's right in this case, Frank Lampard. But obviously for the talking point video, I'm going to go more in depth, mention the three things that really worked yesterday, and also mention some things that wasn't the best and some key points that we should look out for the start of the season. And basically the free talking points video from each and every single game, it will usually be released a day after I do the video, so that's how it's going to work. So 3 major key talking points from yesterday's game. I'll be going over all 3 of those. Now obviously if I do get into it, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not on him, help me get more than 150 likes. Comment down below your thoughts, opinions as well on these talking points. Is there something I missed? And also subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I do upload. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now the first talking point video I want to mention was Emerson Palmieri. Now this guy has gone under the radar. He's really improved this pre-season, and I just don't think that he's got the recognition on social media, recognition that he could potentially be that top left back that we need, and the fact that we may not even need to buy a left back come when we are not banned anymore next summer. Now obviously last season under Sarri, he didn't get that recognition, he didn't get the sufficient game time in my opinion. I think Alonso played far too many games. It took a while for Emerson to finally break into the first team. Obviously he had some attitude issues in the first half, going clubbing rather than actually training and working with Sarri. And then towards the latter parts, he wasn't, he was kind of inconsistent. He had some fantastic world-class games, but then he'd have really bang-average games. But this pre-season, game on game, especially yesterday, he was fantastic. The way he was bombing up and down. And when you play as a fullback in the Lampard system, you have to have fullbacks that are able to bomb forward and down, able to beat their man, able to beat the press, able to link up the play, have the pace, and be really good at crossing, and also defend resolutely. And I think that Emerson Palmieri is that perfect left back on the Frank Lampard system. Whether we play 4-2-3-1, whether we play a dominant midfield of 4-1-2-1-2, where we had the diamond formation, because when we have that diamond formation, the 4-1-2-1-2, it means that we lack width in the formation. It's simple as that. We have so many midfielders, it's compact in the centre, but therefore we have no width. So to be able to compensate for that, the fullbacks have to be able to bomb up and down. Defensively, they have to have the stamina, the pace to be able to bomb forward, beat their man, and also they have to be press resistant. When the opposition has to have a high press. Yesterday was a perfect example. RB Leipzig, they used their forward men, their midfield to press extremely highly. Now, Emerson Palmieri, because he's press resistant, he's able to play through that. There was a time where it was reminiscent of Sarri Ball. Sarri Ball laid the foundations of Frank Lampard's taken over that. The way the players are still remembered in what to do from last season, creating those triangles with Jorginho and Kovacic. Emerson Palmieri being that high press, being his man, and then bombing forward, allowing space for the other people to run into, the midfielders to have space, Ross Barkley to have space, the 2 strikers to have space, whether what other formation we have. Fullbacks is key in a Lampard system, and he was fantastic. He was so underrated yesterday, the way he's bombing forward. His defending was key, interceptions, blocks, etc. He's by far our best left back, and he does have world-class potential. I've got to put this out there. Now, I know I use this phrase a lot, but I seriously believe that the academy we have world-class talent, and there's some players in there that actually genuinely have world-class potential. Now, like I mentioned with Emerson just now, the thing with him, right, is before his UCL injury, before we signed him, he suffered a major UCL injury, which is hence why we signed him so cheaply. We only signed him for £18 million, but that was due to the injury he had, and he had a lack of game time. And the reason why I had lack of game time, because like I said just now, he had that ACL injury, he'd done his aggregate cruciate ligament, and before that, he was Serie A's best left back along with Alexandro, a player that fell through in the last second. He is one of the hottest prospects. Remember, he's only 24 years of age. He's nowhere near his prime yet. He's got full of pace, high energy, high intensity. He's press resistant. Defensively, he's solid. Going forward as well, the way he overlaps, links up the players on the left-hand side. He has the world-class potential. He has all the attributes needed to be a top left back under Lampard. He has all the attributes to be a top left back in the future. And in my opinion, I think that he is extremely underrated. I've got to mention he's extremely underrated. And I think that, if you look at the map before Roma, if you talk to Roma fans or Serie A fans, they'll tell you how good Emerson is. And I believe he can reach those heights again. I think this season is a season that you're going to really see Emerson shine. You're going to really see where he's going to become that nurturer and become that top left back. Now, if you look at the other hand side of Azpilicueta, he's nowhere near the right back we need. He's not press resistant, he panics on the ball, he's lost a yard of pace, so he's not as quick as he used to be, so he can't bomb forward. His stamina isn't as great as Emerson, and he's lost the pace, and I think that he panics. His link up is not that great, his crossing is atrocious, whereas Emerson's is sublime, his crossing is sublime, and I think that Emerson really goes on the radar, and he's a top left back, and I think that a lot of fans should start appreciating him and really watch out for this season. I'm warning you guys now, watch out for Emerson this season, because he's really going to shine and really put Alonso in his place, to be honest. But going on to second talking point video was the double pivot between Jorginho and Mateo Kovacic. Now I really want to mention these two because I briefly mentioned this in my review about how the pivot was working so well. As a pivot, they were fantastic. I really want to mention that. However, Kovacic, especially I want to mention because he has really proven a lot of fans wrong this season. Ever since we signed him permanently, people were raising eyebrows as to why he paid £40 million. I think it was justified. He's got world-class potential, only 24 years of age. He's proven, he had so many glimpses last season of what he can do when he's at full potential. And to be honest, I think this preseason he's been wonderful. He's been phenomenal. I mean, yesterday at times he's playing like prime Zidane, the way he was dribbling for the goal, and also for when Pulisic won the penalty, the way he drifted past both players, the way his dribbling is on point, one of the best dribblers we have in his team, especially when we're missing Hazard. His link-up play sublime, flicks, tricks. His pace is really good. His passing is phenomenal. The way he can pick out a pass, the way he complements him and Jorginho in that pivot, the way he dictates the play. He's a fantastic deep line playmaker, and we're so blessed to have him, especially with transfer ban. We're so blessed to have him, and I'm really happy that we signed Kovacic. He's a fantastic player, world-class potential, and this guy is sublime. The way he runs around, links up the play, he complements Jorginho in that pivot, and they work together fantastically well, world-class together, and I think that's one of the huge benefits of yesterday and this pre-season, and even going forward into the season. I think that people saying, oh, Kante's guaranteed his plays, I would have to disagree. I know Kante is a world-class player, he's our best CDM, but he can't just walk straight in. I mean, Kovacic and Jorginho have been so good together. You can't just automatically put Kante in there. He's going to have to work and get into that team. And I think that having this competition and giving Lampard this headache is crucial, in my opinion. I think it's fantastic that we're giving Lampard this headache because, in my opinion, I think that it's needed. It's definitely needed. I think that Kovacic is playing so well is making me happy because I knew he had it inside him and he's going to improve this season. It's like all these midfielders had to express themselves. Jorginho coming in a pivot, having that extra support defensively because Jorginho hasn't got the legs. But his interception, the way he can read the game, dictate the game, orchestrate the tempo of the game, the way he can pick out passes like prime peer, like Jorginho is fantastic. He's world class. Dictates the game, linking up the play, passing around. I'm so happy with him. And even Kovacic as well. Kovacic has really proven us wrong. And I knew that he had this player in him. The way he dribbles past people, links up the play. We're so blessed to have him. I'm really happy. And also, Kovacic is another player, in my opinion, is extremely underrated. So he's another player that all fans should really watch out for the upcoming season. Now, for the third talking point, I want to talk about the furthest forward in our midfield, and that is Ross Barkley in a number 10 position. And this guy has been phenomenal this preseason. He's been on fire. Like, I know what's happened. I don't know if the old Barkley's been abducted. Barkley, is this a clone version of you? You have been fantastic. And it really emphasises why the number 8 position isn't really tailor-made for him. You know, he hasn't got the work rate. He's defensively atrocious. He hasn't got that high intensity that we need compared to a Mason Mount. Mason Mount is tailor-made for a number 8, like I keep mentioning, but with Ross Barkley, he's tailor-made for number 10. Doesn't have many defensive duties, more advanced in the final third. His passing was sublime. That second goal, Lord Jesus Christ, that was beautiful. The way is perfectly weighted. His passing has been superb. 3 assists and 3 goals so far this season. He has been on fire. The way he shoots, he has an eye for a goal. He can pick out a goal. He can pick out a pass. His link-up is really good. And ever since he's worked on the Sarri, he's really improved the passing range as well. His passing range is much better. The way he moves the ball is a lot quicker as well. The way he links up the play, he moves the ball a lot more quick. And I think that's crucial, not only in the Sarri system, but also in Lampard's system, because Lampard plays quite similarly tactically to Sarri as well. So I think that he's crucial and he's really proving a lot of fans wrong, including myself, that we were one of the doubters, but he's been really impressive. And I think that he's also got a big season here. There's a lot of big season for these youngsters, a lot of these players that weren't the best under Sarri. It's going to be a cracking season. I'm really excited for the new season. I'm looking forward to it. But that's going to wrap up the 3 talking points video. This will come out every day after a game, so I'll have the review, and then the day after, that's 3 talking points video, really delving into each talking point like I have in this video. But But if you did enjoy this and you want to see more of this, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I do upload, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.